Oh, welcome back. So, how'd it go? Yeah. Awesome. Totally right. I hope that yeah, you just continue. Okay? Let's just keep, try to keep this, as a family talking point. Dinner conversations are always awkward. Here's an icebreaker. Hey, what's, last week or the last video when I presented this, I called myself Colonel Charles. I would like to just kind of take some time to kind of just distinguish some characters or just identities I will be showing to you. And as you see, we have a different wardrobe today to be able to exemplify what I'm talking about. So in the last video, I had my camouflage, which didn't really work. Camouflage only works depending on where you're at. And it wasn't meant for me to hide. It was meant for me to take on this military figure. I never wanted to rule or lead lead in a way that it leads to conquering somebody. It's just, I want to lead people to help each other and help themselves and help others, learn how to help others and help themselves. We are in a world where self-help is, like the carrot on everybody's stick. It seems like I just want to better myself. And we have great, people that we can find who provide that. But if you go that route, you can get, you have to pay tuition to better yourself. So, if you're like me and you're just thinking like, geez, a good person would just want to do this, like without. My biggest problem with that when I was giving out this help is just when I was reading the books and philosophy, it's just like, why would somebody have to pay to learn this? It's like the great man who found the vaccine for polio. He didn't sell it. He gave it to everybody for free. Nikola Tesla thought everybody should have this. So he asked for no money, but he still got taken down. It's the greed that comes from money that is the root of all evil. It's not the money that's the root of all evil. The root of the money is what's in you. And so a philosophy I picked up and actually, put to test is just, we cannot judge the nature of a person on the actions that were done when they are poor. We can only measure a person by the actions and nature that they show when they are rich, when they have money. So, if somebody steals bread for his family, it's not a bad person. They're poor. You need to eat. But if you're just stealing bread because you can steal bread and it's easy, that's something different, okay? Maybe you don't have the money, but again, that's something different. You gotta eat, all right? But if you have the money to buy the bread and you buy the bread, pay for it, do all that's good. But if you have the money to buy an extra loaf for the person who's trying to steal the bread, that's another type of person. And then if you're somebody who just says, hey, I got all this water that me and my family saved up, and instead of just You know, just giving it to somebody, we thought we'd try it something different. So we just bought like the entire shelf of bread and just started giving that out. We all have our daily bread that we need. Bread is just the nutrients, the food. We have our water that we all drink to keep us from going thirsty, gives us life. Thirst for, you know, a metaphor for a purpose. You know, like we all thirst to do something in life, but some of us can't quench that thirst. And, you know, Jesus said, drink from my well and you will never go thirsty again. That's what I promise you. So, yeah, I hope that just kind of gives you another step that you can take that. But again, good and bad. It's not like, oh, this person is Christian, that makes him good, and this person not a Christian, that makes him bad. No, we need a better scale to measure that. So, mind state, mindset, Minecraft, Mindcraft. I would like to craft your minds into now thinking of good people and bad people as a good person is a bad person's teacher, and a bad person is a good person's job. Okay? It's not our job to say you're this and you're that and you're not that and you're this. No. We are all good and bad at the same time until the moment comes upon us where we get to decide if we're going to be good or bad. All right? So essentially, a good teaches bad, bad is just a job for something good. Okay? So again, in this analogy, if now you've been giving this cup maybe to the same person, and then, you know, like that person say, hey, like, you gotta think about that. Like, okay, we've helped this person, maybe we've helped them more enough, but go back to the people that you've given your water to and see if now they recognize you or how they treat you, okay? Are they treating you like, thank you so much? I remember you guys helped me that day and like, just, I'm so grateful. Or are they like, hey, it's the Millers. Like, you got my daily bread for today? We don't want them to get in the mindset that this is gonna be an everyday thing, okay? No, you were just part of like an experiment. Like, sorry, we are the Millers, but you gotta get, it's kind of cruel, but it's just like, you gotta watch out for that. We don't want to create more dependence. We wanna find dependents who can become independent again, right? Because that plant that had the brown leaves, we gave that one the water because we saw some light. We saw life in that. We didn't give it to this person because, like, clearly they got something going on, you know? But if you gave it to that person, it's because that person just looked like death. On the verge of death. Physical. Again, I told you, like, choose this person over this person. It's just what I would choose. But again, when I give this person, like, here you go. I know you can use this a lot more than that green plant over there. So whatever you want to do with it, just know that I'm giving this to you because you need it more. I make that clear when I give people the money. Just when I walk up to them, I'm like, here you go. I want you to have this, okay? And I don't care what they do, but I try to keep an eye out for what it does. You know, because ultimately I get to a point where it's like, am I just prolonging their miserable life? Is that money giving them an extra miserable day to live? Like, this is the guilt when I feel checked. But again, you know, I can't let that guilt weigh me down from doing a good thing and just be like, I hate that guild, I'm not gonna do this water. Again, I got to a point where it's just like, I'm done playing this game, I want to pass it on to other people so that it changes the world. I'm gonna create new games for us to play. So again, I hope that this game, this family game, helps us connect. And again, if you see me in my camouflage fatigue, just know that that is not Colonel or Captain Payne. That's Charlie the chaplain. Charlie the military chaplain who just wants to help everybody and just help them with their grief and all that stuff. So whenever you see that or see me on the street in that camouflage, you can give me a slap and be like, I found you. But if you don't see me, it's probably because I'm in my camouflage. But either way, just to distinguish, whenever you see me in this is just me. This is all me. It's always all me, but this is just me. Like, I don't know how to say it, but you're maybe the Trinity. I am the one. I'm about my city. I'm just high on life, and I'll just walk a mile with you wherever you go. So, Payne's always the name. You are all my companions. And yeah, you are all my apostrophes setting out to prove everybody that it's not impossible to create peace and love and happiness and all that good stuff that we've been waiting to see. So, thank you. Hope this is an added, little like twist to that game, and just the crack that your mind is now forming when you look at the world around you. Because, if we change the things that we look at, the way that we look at things will change. And if we change the way that we look at things, the things that we look at will change. It's just this constant, infinite energy. That's what we want. Just a flow of energy that just doesn't block itself, but just constantly is in rotation. All right. So we just want to think just like that, just infinite. All right. And we'll talk about that in the next segment. So again, great to be with you. This is just Charles Payne. Charles, whatever. Whenever I'm in this, you guys can just holler or whatever, but this is just me. So wear your passion, and if you aren't happy, change it. And if you don't know how to change or what to change, let me know. I have done a lot of changes, so I would love to help you be the change that you want to be. So, namaste. I love you guys.